On today's show, the new leader of the Cougar offense shines against USC.
The women's soccer team looks to keep rolling against Weber State.
And the volleyball team looks forward to a weekend home series against the Arizona Schools.
All that and more on Inside the Lines.
Hello again and welcome to Inside the Lines. I'm Michael Preston.
And I'm Dominic Sheldon.
And we've got a great show for you today, so let's get to the highlights. Meet me at camera 3. The Cougs took a trip down to Hollywood this past weekend to take on the Trojans of USC, and a new star in the making emerged under the bright lights of LA for Wazoo, Jeffrey Toole. The Cougs headed into the matchup with the 12th ranked men of Troy at 1-2, looking to get their first victory against Southern California since 2002. To the game highlights. We're going to start off in the fourth quarter. It was 27-0. You didn't miss anything. And there he is, Jeff Toole himself. Ball on the WSU 10 and LeGuan Mitz. The juggernaut picks up 8 yards. Very next play, Jeffrey gonna play fake, doesn't find anybody, so he's gonna use his legs. That's why he's Jeff Multi-Tool. Maybe slide with his legs next time, a little dangerous. Now USC 4th and goal, and here come the white jerseys all over Stephon Johnson. Alex Hasselhoffman-Ellis leading the way, and he'll push the pile backwards. Turnover on downs for Washington State. They're backed up on their own 2. Now Jeff Toole's gonna find his favorite target, Gino Simone. He gets smacked between some defenders at the 18-yard line. Coming back now, Jeffrey Toole, drop, sharp pass over the middle. Jeffrey Solomon hauls it in and holds on after the tough hit to the USC 35. 7:46 to go, Toole looking, still looking, and look who it is again, Gino Simone. Unfortunately, the drive ends in an interception on the USC 2. Right after this play, however, Toole, the pocket collapses, he'll run, walk up. Ooh, could have been hurt, but he's not. He's fine. Like I said, drive ends in an interception. Here's Aaron Corp, and here's what he's bad. Drops the football and knees it to Toby Turpin. What's up with that, Aaron? Come on, buddy. Hold on. Look. Sorry, guys. Cougars' final drive of the game. Ensuing play. Toole's going to scramble. Coming back, Jared Karstetter with the catch, helping his freshman quarterback out. His only catch of the day. The Toole family digging it. Now ball on the USC 49. Jeffrey dropping back. He'll find his favorite target again, the leaping freshman from Skyline, Gino Simone. 4th and 6. Got to convert to keep the drive alive. Jeff going to find, look who it is again, Gino Simone over the middle. Those two hooked up 5 times for 45 yards on this drive alone. This time, it's Simone again. He'll get out of bounds just short of the first down. So 2nd and 1 now for Washington State. Toole out of the shotgun is going to find Daniel Blackledge. He's going to make a nice catch, tries to stretch it to the end zone, but 4 USC Trojans all over him. 2 plays later, from the 2, get that goose egg off the board, Dwight Tardy into the end zone for the touchdown, and there was much rejoicing on the offensive line. 27-6 your final, USC the victory, but gosh, I've never seen Cougar fans so happy after a loss. Are you kidding me? What a game for Washington State. They just played very well in that game, Dom, and you know what? I was incredibly impressed with their ability to move the football in the second half once Jeff Toole got the ball. But hey, they did a good job.
Certainly a lot to be excited about. This weekend, in fact, Jeff Toole will become the first true freshman to start for the Cougars since Drew Bledsoe in 1990. Toole's first start will be in arguably the loudest and most hostile venue in the conference, Autzen Stadium, to face the resurgent 25th ranked Oregon Ducks. The green and gold are coming off a big win against the then 6th ranked Cal Bears, smashing them 42-3. The inconsistent Oregon quarterback Jeremiah Masoli finally came through for the Ducks, completing 21 of his 25 pass attempts for 253 yards and 3 touchdowns, the first touchdowns of this year. Not only did the offense improve, the defense kept potential Heisman candidate Javid Best to just 55 yards on 16 carries. And Cal quarterback Kevin Riley also struggled on the day, completing just 12 of his 31 passes for 123 yards.
Well, it's time for our first commercial break.
But don't go anywhere, because there's a lot more to come when ITL returns.
Put the remote down, seriously.
And welcome back to ITL. The Cougs women's soccer team, hot of late, looks to move to 7-2 last week on Friday against Weber State. Let's go to the highlights. Early in the first half, junior defender Ashley Johnson gave the Cougs the lead in the 11th minute after a Jacqueline Roth corner kick was sent into the box, where freshman Brandy Vega headed it towards the goal, and Johnson was able to poke it past the Wildcat keeper. 4 minutes later, Kirsten Dahlstrom finished off the play. She started where she passed to freshman Melanie Johnson, whose shot hit the crossbar and bounced back to Dahlstrom, where she nailed the open net and gave the Cougs a 2-0 lead. In the 26th minute, Roth again sent a cross into the box just in front of Weber State defenders, where Collie DeBratz used her left foot to volley the ball past the keeper and put the Cougs up 3-0 at halftime. DeBratz would add one more goal in the second half after a controversial own goal that left the final score at 4-0. Coach Potter, after the game.
Yes, and I think that was important about today. We got to see some players, and Caitlin Bresnahan got her first game today. Ashley Johnson found a way to get on the score sheet. So it's all exciting as we move forward. There's a lot of work still to be done, but the beauty of today was by scoring early, we were able to play players that we were able to get some quality minutes and see what they could do in terms of contributing to the team. But also we were able to rest some players too, and not ask them to have to play a 90-minute game.
Absolutely. And so once with Pac-10 season approaching, what can we expect Pac-10 season, first game home against Stanford?
Well, I think it's more the same. The season's going well. Anytime we play at home, we're going to look to defend Cougar land. The crowds help us, and Stanford's a very, very good team. But as we look towards playing at home in the Pac-10, it's about imprinting yourself, and we'll do our best to do that.
Cougar men's golf team took their sticks on the road this week to Corvallis. Cougars finished in second place in a 10-team field. Trent Sanders for the Cougars with a 54-hole total of 9 under par, good enough for first place. Senior Austin Hurd, who won the Washington State Amateur this summer, continued his great play this season with a score of 3 under, 8th place overall. Cougars' next tournament is the Alistair McKenzie Invitational, October the 12th, down in Fairfax, California.
Well, it is time for another commercial break.
Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll head up to campus for some student interviews, and the women's golf team takes their game on the road to Corvallis.
Now to the women's side of golf. The Cougar women took to the links last week at home in the second annual Inland Cup at Palouse Ridge. The Cougs finished in 8th place in first-year head coach Kelly Kamimura's debut. The Cougars took a young team to the field, including 5 freshmen, 1 sophomore, 1 redshirt sophomore, and a redshirt junior. Freshman Allie Thompson made the best of her debut by finishing in 5th place with a final score of 225, 9 over par for the tournament. The Cougs also played this week on the road in Corvallis. The Cougs finished in 2nd place, and freshman Allie Thompson seems to be making a name for herself. This is the 2nd tournament in a row where she's finished in the top 5.
Well, the Cougar volleyball team completed their first weekend of conference play. Cougars swept right by the Oregon State Beavers in 3 sets by the scores of 25-19, 25-23, and 25-16. Senior outside hitter Jackie Albright led the Cougars with 18 kills, and Kelly Hyder and freshman Oceana Bush finished with 18 and 17 digs, respectively. Cougars remained in control for much of the match with only 2 lead changes and 3 ties throughout the entire game. Well, the Cougars did not fare nearly as well down in Eugene, just south of Corvallis on Sunday.